Good morning, everyone. Today is Friday, the 9th of Feb, and today I'm with Jo. Hi, Jo.
Hello. Hi. It's been a while since we've done a video, but
Yes.
given the general market trend, it's time to get a little bit more excited, I think.
Well, mainly because it's the start of the year, so New Year's resolution, back to doing videos.
Yes, that's right.
So we're aiming to, at this stage, do 2 a week. Stay tuned for days. But let's get started.
Let's look at the week that was.
So a bit of a topsy-turvy week. Nice to see a little bit of an update today. Dow was up last night a little bit. We're following by also being up a little bit. I think we're up 11 last time I looked. So, which is kind of nice. We're definitely finding some all-time highs looking at a 5-year chart. Naturally, you think we're going to find a bit of resistance here, but all in all, the All Ords looks pretty positive. Okay, I was doing a bit of a scan earlier today to see what's coming up. So I'm going to try and do a frank scan, which let me just show you what that is so you can remember. Basically, we're looking for a 21 breakup of a close, so something that has closed higher than it has for the past 21 days. We want to see something that's got increasing volume for the past 4 days. We want to see OBV 21% above the level of 3 bars ago and something with a volume spike. Again, it's up to you. Play around with these as much as you can. We're looking for a close because that would be like the top one is a breakout scan. We want to see anything that has got increasing volume because that means there's some buyers are coming in. Same with OBV. If you're seeing OBV levels higher than they were 3 days ago, again, it's very bullish. And a volume spike. Usually we look for a volume spike to spark our interest. It wouldn't be a buy signal, but it's certainly something to keep in your watch list just to see why there's a big spike. Could be anything, so it's always just worth a watch. Now, we're going to play around in the gutter a little bit. Well, not really, 50 cents to $4. So we want to try, we're not going too expensive, but we're also going to treat it 50 cents because sometimes you find some real pearlers there. I'm wanting to ignore results that are valued less than $250,000 because I do want to see money going through it. And I also want to ignore results that are volume less than $1 million. So again, we want to see money and volume going through the stocks. Right, see what we get. 50, okay. Now, at the moment, the software is bringing up what happened yesterday. It's something that they're working on, but we are aware of it. Now, 4DX for me, it's had a run. News hasn't been so great. It's having a little push again, and then I would say wouldn't be surprised if it takes out this level and tries to fill the gap down here. So for me, that's still in a bit of a downtrend. AMP is one that Frank and I always have a bit of a laugh about. We can never pick this stock. I usually would avoid it, but that's me. In all terms of a technical point of view, you could argue that there's resistance and it's aiming for this level here. Who can tell where that's going to go? There's no high highs, high lows. Nothing really, apart from it's just moving sideways. Well, I don't know why this one's come up because there's no volume going through, so we'll ignore that. BGA, that's looking very good. You could argue lots of high highs, high lows. It's you could say it's forming a very loose ascending triangle there. I wouldn't really call it that. But there's definite resistance there. It's had a move up, moving sideways, which we like to see. Rising OBV, rising volume here, which it all looks really good. It's $3.76. You'd probably go break of $3.80 with a target of $4. So you do the math and work out whether you think it is a worthy trade for you. I would, looking at the long term, $4 could. May not, but form some resistance there, and then you could potentially have a look at filling this gap here, but that's all hearsay. You'd need to see how that pans out, but probably one worthy to watch. Bannerman Energy, okay, look at that. That was a beautiful buy at 3. It did gap up a bit, so sort of didn't follow my rules exactly. Again, it's up to you and how you trade. It's had a nice run. That is such a nice break. Unfortunately, if for whatever reason I haven't been following this stock, it's failed. Again, this is where it's really important when you're buying into a stock on a break that you've got all your stops and you've answered every question on whether it's going to be a good trade. So maybe you've got stopped out, maybe you've drawn a box around this and it's still within your box, but make sure you've got an exit strategy if these breakouts do fail. CEH, there's probably not enough volume or OBV for me at this point. Again, people would argue there's a big gap there to fill. I'd like to look into perhaps why there was a big gap left and what's happening with this stock now. It's got a little bit of work to do. You could argue that's a double bottom, but it's not very long. Like you're looking at November to Jan, so 2 months worth. It's okay. It's not I wouldn't get excited about it. A bit of resistance at 50 for sure. So I don't know, I've seen better out there. CIP, again, probably not really convinced by this. Real estate is an interesting one right now. A few weeks, so there's a bit of a rejection on those highs there. Hasn't been doing a lot. Again, I've seen better stocks out there. Again, this is all just my opinion, so you all make your own decisions. This is forming higher highs, higher lows. Again, looking like there's resistance here. The potential is where would the target be? It'd be nicer to see more volume and OBV rising for the next push up, but it's not a bad little pattern there. Again, that's another real estate one. Now, this one comes up quite a bit, and I've had people talk about this stock with me. This has just been a really beautiful uptrend. It's given us lots of opportunities to buy in. So you go argue there was a buy in here, there was a buy in here, there was a buy in here. Is it exhausting itself? Potentially.
Can I see where that's been over 5 years? Yeah, right.
So it's had a really nice run. If you got into that, well done. You read the signs really well. For me now, I'm not sure. This wick throws it out, and then it's just been a steady. There's no sort of real pattern here. It's had a move. It's pulling back. You'd need to really now see what it does, and it may just run along 275 for a while and then move again, which is a continuation, or it may be exhausted and start to run. So again, it's done a lot of work when you think it was back here down at sort of 70 cents and it's at 264. So it's done a big move, but I don't know what this company do. I don't know what's behind it. So it might be a bit of reading in to see what the go is. But from a technical point of view, for me now personally, I'd need to really see, because there's no indication of which way that's going to go. Okay, CXL. Oh, that's just down. That's just, I don't know, if you ask a 5-year-old, they'd go, that's going down. So that's going down. Again, a couple of days like this doesn't really prove anything. So this has a lot of work to do to indicate to me that it's going to change direction. EOS, this is lovely. If you're on this, amazing. There's definite sort of, well, you'd argue resistance there. It's moved sideways. For me, that looks really great. Let's filled a gap there.
Yeah.
So, okay. Right now, looking at it, I've missed the move. I now want to put that in my watch list and just see what that does. It may hopefully pull back and create a sideways move for another entry, and you sort of would argue there is potential for that to happen. But I'd need to watch and see what that does, but I'll be putting that in a watch list. Gold Rose just going down. Again, not strong indications. It's easy to say in hindsight. It's not right now. I'm not getting any indication of what that's doing, so I'll move on. The same. This is so hard to pick. When it has a big run, it's pulling back and it decides to go again. If you're gutsy, you could have bought in here. Again, it's up to you and your own trading. that's a big move in a day. It's able to continue on. I've seen so many where they move in a big day and then come straight back down, like Bannerman, for example. Yeah. So again, you'd probably need to know what this company are doing, maybe get a bit of an insight into them as to why it's moving up. From a technical point of view, I'd need to see a pattern form for me to be interested in where the buyer entry is. This is interesting. Again, most people would argue there's a gap there to fill. It is actually, I'm liking that it's finding resistance here and forming higher lows with OBV kind of staying steady. This kind of pattern I do get a little bit excited about. What would be nice is to see a close above, say, like $2.10. And hold above there. That would be a really nice sign, and then you potentially get a buy signal on that one to look at filling this gap up here. Again, it's healthcare, and sometimes their news is never good, so you want to be a little bit careful, have your risky strategies in place and your stops. Nah. I'm saying no because they're just going down. There's nothing exciting happening. There's nothing exciting happening there. Another real estate. Real estate's coming up a little bit. A little bit wonky for me. Quite volatile. Take some noise away. Put it on weekly. Yeah, just not sure about that one. I think I've seen better charts out there. One looks a bit like it's going down. Oh, Maya, my goodness.
Oh, look at it. Gee.
Maya is a tough one. What are they doing? Need to wait for a buy signal. That was a nice one. That was a nice little buy signal. Good volume. Clearly it was on some news and people are selling off now, taking profit. Interesting to see what that does. No. Oh, this is nice. ORA, that is good. Again, the only thing that's lacking on this one a little bit is it's not convincing volume or OBV, but that is right at resistance. A nice clear break of that would look amazing. You could wait for a break of 3 because it is sort of at the $2.90 or get in at $2.90 perhaps. But that you'd argue potentially could fill these gaps, but that lead up to this resistance line looks nice. So a bit of increase in volume and OBV would make that look very exciting. That looks not too bad either. I like the volume and OBV on that one, but it's been moving sideways for a few years. It could just keep moving sideways. Yeah. People may like getting in this and getting out, getting in, getting out, getting in, getting out. Who knows? No. Now, if you've got any questions as to why I'm saying what I'm saying or dissing stocks, and you think they look amazing.
Yeah, some people could be married to these stocks.
Please email us either joe@protrader.com.au or kylie@protrader.com.au, and I'd be super happy to answer your questions or talk about it in the next video. But a few of these, and I'm sort of rushing through them now because otherwise it was too long. Yeah, so you can get an idea. That looks pretty good. Hang on. Oh, yeah, 9th of Feb. That doesn't look too bad. Rushing through, there's a few here that you can play around with. Again, have a play with the numbers in the scan. So instead of 21 days, you can make it longer, shorter. In this market, I'd probably make it longer, just so that you've got a real established pattern that gives you a lot more confirmation that it can run for a bit longer. And Zip, this is Zip. I really am watching. I've been watching this and missing it every time. but I'm really hoping it finds some resistance at 90 and gives us another entry, because this has got a long way to go.
Stock,
but hopefully they've turned their ship around. I know they've had a few issues. So anyway, that's it for today. Have a great weekend. Have fun scanning over Saturday, Sunday. Do your homework. Be ready for Monday morning.
Yeah, before you go, Kylie, just show the viewers just that download button next to your results over here. If you do want a printout of the list, it will come up. It will save in a notes. So there's everything that came up in the scan. If you want to take that and put it in a spreadsheet or put it somewhere externally from the software, that is something that you can do using that button there.
Nice work. All right.
Awesome. Till next week. Have a good weekend.
See ya.